Hey there everybody, how you doing? Jonathan here with Magical Day Media. I hope this video finds you doing well. Wanted to bring a show tonight. Some big stuff has been happening at Disney World, of course. What we're here to talk about tonight is the EPCOT Forever show. That's going to be the first thing we cover. We're also going to talk about the continuity of the park and kind of what is to come. And also the EPCOT Welcome Center. And what you can see there, what we have seen, what other videos and other channels have shown us. I should probably just call this a new segment. I'm going to call this Hot Park Opinions because some of this may seem a little, well, not a little, very opinionated, as it is my opinion, and it's not all positive. And I hope down the road, I hope that doesn't hurt getting Disney media credentials. But regardless, this is just what I think. Let's talk about EPCOT Forever. So I noticed that EPCOT Forever doesn't have a story. Here's what I mean. If you look at Happily Ever After, that tells a story. That tells the hero's journey. That tells us how you can believe in yourself, how you have the strength within you to overcome whatever struggles you have in your life. If you look at Illuminations, we see that told a story. That told the story of man's evolution. I keep saying man, I mean humankind. I hope that's clear. Humankind's evolution throughout the years, how we evolved telling stories to each other around the fire, and how that has grown and evolved. And even though we've separated throughout the different continents and countries, we still have a common shared a common shared trait to tell stories, to share a history through story with each other. And the way that's done, and the way that humankind has overcome and evolved, that's the story of Illuminations. That's essentially what it was. This show is pure fan service. Again, seeing what I've just seen a couple of shows on a couple different channels, so I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Again, I'm going to reserve final judgment until I see it with my own eyes. It won't change between now and then. As far as the show, the content of the show will not change between now and then. But my opinion right now is this is pure fan service. There's no story whatsoever with this show. All they're doing is playing music from some of the exhibits that used to exist inside Epcot, lighting off some fireworks, and then they have this weird effect which is really pretty, kind of weird, the jet skis pulling kites. I mean, I hand it to Imagineering. They did a good job coming up with something that I never would have done. Of course, most of what they do I could never come up with. But doing jet skis pulling kites, that's a new one. I think it's a little weird, but it's pretty, it's nice to look at. But that's all the show is just substance. It's the tools that you use to help build and tell your story. It isn't an actual story. It isn't an actual thing there's no conflict involved. There's no hero, there's no villain, there's nothing to overcome. It's just merely, oh, here's things to look at, and oh, by the way, you remember One Little Spark? We're going to sing that for you. And oh, you remember the music from Horizons? Here's that for you. Oh, and here's Tomorrow's Child. Oh, and here's Universe of Energy. I'm not a fan of this. If this is all they're going to do, I don't understand why they didn't just keep Illuminations around until they're ready with the new show. I was speaking with my wife about this. Her theory is that they took it down now so that they could do build out on whatever they need to do for infrastructure inside the lagoon for the new show that's going to be coming. That may be, that's great and all. I personally disagree with that. I think they simply just needed stuff out of the way. They thought the new show was going to be ready before now, and it wasn't, and so they needed a filler. And this to me just seems like filler. Like, okay, all you old school Epcot kids, I'm one of them. All you old school Epcot kids, here's the music from the pavilions you love so much. We're going to bring it to you with some fireworks and some fancy stuff in the sky. And this will keep you happy until we get a new show ready to go. Of course, I'll stop down and watch it when I'm there. I'm probably not going to watch it every time. I just didn't think there was enough substance there to make this a really, really great show. I wish they would have done more. At the very least, I wish they could have brought in at least some sort of a story to carry on the tradition maybe of Illuminations, or some kind of a story to show conflict and something to keep you engaged rather than just, I like fireworks and there's some neat music here. I wish there was more than that. I've seen a few opinions out there also that were concerned when they saw A Whole New World brought in the finale of the show. Thought was that they were using that to sort of stair step into the next show, that the next show might contain that music and even some more of the music from the movies. Could be. I kind of think they were setting the stage for, okay, Epcot's going to be all new and it's all going to be all brand new based on what they showed at D23. I personally think it's closer to that they're just kind of saying, okay, wait, we've got a lot to show you. It's going to be a whole new world, so to speak. I think that's really what they're going with, where they're going with that. But who knows? Time will tell for sure. That's item 1. That's first Hot Park opinion. Hot Park opinion 2, the Epcot Welcome Center. This thing is awesome. I always thought Odyssey was the coolest thing, kind of this floating little building out in the middle of the little lagoon there in Future World. Always thought it was the coolest thing. So getting a new paint job and a gut job on the inside to be the Welcome Center, awesome. Well done, well done, well done. Bringing back pavilion posters inside was excellent job. That was a stroke of genius. Both old posters and stuff for the new rides that are coming in. Excellent job. Couldn't be better. Also, that audiovisual show, again, if you've not seen this, check it out. Tim Tracker's an excellent resource on this. Paging Mr. Morrow has some good stuff on this. Resort TV 1 has some good stuff on this. I am not there, so I cannot take video. I hate that. But definitely check those out for direct footage from the show. Great show, really, really neat, really engaging and exciting, and builds the excitement for what is to come. Kind of shows how the new structure of Future World is going to be, as well as the new attractions that are going to be, all the new attractions that are going to be coming. As well as the Impacts to World Showcase. Really, really well done. I thought the audiovisual show to incorporate the model that was on the platform into I think it was a 360 degree screen. If not, it was at least a 270 degree screen. If you know, leave a comment, let me know. I thought that was really, really well done. It was very pretty. It was very engaging. Definitely held your attention for the 12 minutes that the movie was going on. So that was excellent. And of course, there's going to be merchandise involved because what is Disney without a good set of merchandise? Item number 3 is, I think Epcot is going to have a continuity problem on their hands. So we see at D23, of course, they announced the changes to Future World that are going to be coming. They, of course, announced the changes to World Showcase that are coming. And everyone knows about the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster. I think it's awesome. It's exciting to see that coaster come up. I don't think it belongs in Epcot. There's your Hot Parks opinion right there. That thing needs to be in Hollywood Studios. Plain and simple, but follow me here. So in Future World, we're trying to show our relationship to the natural world with the Journey of Water. I think the Journey of Water is awesome. I think that's going to be great to see. I love how they're incorporating Moana into that. I think that's a perfect fit. Very natural for them to do that, for that to lead back into Living Seas with Nemo. Awesome. I love that they're keeping the land. I love that they're keeping imagination. But I also think it's great that they're keeping the other side of Future World. And I see where they're going with this. They have mission space in there. They're keeping Test Track. That's fine. Keep the technology vibe going. You have the Play Pavilion. Thing that doesn't fit is a Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster. Again, excited for it. Can't wait to ride it. Ride system is going to be awesome, where you go backwards and you spin and all that good stuff. Great. I love that they're doing it. Doesn't really belong in Epcot because you have the reality of mission space. Reality. Obviously, man has gone into space. So you have that reality there. You have the reality of Test Track. You have the reality of the Play Pavilion that's going on, all that we're doing with the technology. And then you have something completely fantastical with the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster. To me, it just doesn't fit. I think it should be in Hollywood Studios. I think they're in danger of letting the park simply become a tool to push IP and movies. That's another Hot Park opinion for you. Don't make the park serve the merchandise. Make the merchandise serve the park. We go back to what I was talking about with EPCOT Forever. Everything, all of those tools that you have need to serve the story. All the fireworks, all of the shows, even the kites on the jet skis, those need to serve the story and help tell the story. It's the same thing here. In the park, the IP, the rides, all need to help serve to tell the story that you're trying to do at the park, that you're trying to draw people into nature, into the Journey of Water, which I think is going to be well done. But then on the other side, You just have these disjointed IPs that are going on there that are going to draw people in because they're e-ticketed rides. No question there. Those, I mean, you could argue Mission Space, but Test Track and Guardians of the Galaxy, those are going to be e-ticket rides. But you need something more to keep those things popular for years and years and years. That's just an opinion, just my opinion. Feel free to leave a comment that differs. If you think I'm off base, if you think I'm ridiculous, if you think I'm on base, if you think I have a point here, or if I'm just a crazy person, let me know. Let's keep the conversation going. In the meantime, have yourself a good evening, good day, good morning. Make sure you go out and plan that Walt Disney World trip. Don't wait anymore. Get that thing planned on the books. Don't forget all the things you're supposed to do that YouTubers tell you to do. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you would, please. Helps me out a ton. Also, keep it magical. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.